So several years ago, I met this girl in college. We wound up sitting close to one another in a jazz appreciation class. She was active and coy and very hot. Not in a Half-Life Important Porcelain Doll sort of way. However, Kirsten Dunst, I could really see myself with this young lady sensibly sort of way. She was amusing, clever, and had the best character. I immediately fostered a pulverize of pretty substantial extents. We became exceptionally close as companions, closer than that feared friend zone. We discussed everything under the sun, a degree of profound closeness that terrified and interested me. She knew my privileged insights as a whole, and I knew all of hers. We even aided each other through a few quite terrible times. Me going to prison for accomplishing something moronic and her becoming very ill and being in the clinic for a few days. Also, I was acquainted with her family and she to mine. In any case, we never appeared to be single simultaneously. At the point when we met, she was dating somebody and I was single. Following a while, the dejection made me begin looking for friendship and I met another young lady. Not as hot, not as wise, but rather an evil spirit in the sack and more seasoned than me by quite a while. A touch of the good old Mrs. Robinson was all that could possibly be needed to stick the adoration blinders on. So when my most memorable crush unexpectedly and fiercely became single, her ex beat on her unbeknownst to me, however got found out. I was excessively delighted to seek after what might have been a superior decision. I remained with the definitely just to figure out 2 years after the fact that, of course, was undermining me. Raced to my crush, looking for the solace that Maine, nearby and dear companion could give. We wound up in bed together, and however, it was quite a long time back. I actually have very clear recollections of what we did. To say she was astounding is putting it mildly. And to say we were astonishing together is downright bizarrely lacking. To put it obtusely, we broke the bed and in the board reached us 2 times about the clamor. When things settled down at home, for me, things got awful for her. Family issues. She expected to move to assist her mother and kin with managing a drunkard and harmful dad who was being separated and expelled. Down a job. It won't be super durable, she said. Only for a brief period. I shouldn't have held nothing back from her. That move was the mark of the end for any likely arrangements on the grounds that unavoidably she met somebody like it was the content of a terrible film. The person she met is a hero. I need to concede. I like him. He's great to her. He's shrewd, maybe more so than me. And that is saying something, shares a ton of interest with her, and in particular causes her to feel regarded and blissful. As of late, went to their wedding. I'm with a really superb lady now whom I love to death and completely need to eat since she's the individual I need to go through my time on earth with. In any case, there was a twinge watching those two say their commitments, a twinge of desire and outrage, a twinge of fuck that might have been me. That could be me satisfied. Assuming I'd had about an additional 5 weeks of being single. Between her ex parting ways with her and my ex and I starting to date, we'd most likely be hitched at the present time. Possibility is the most flighty escort I've at any point met.